Welcome to Married AF. We are your hosts, Brooke and Randall Fowler. On this show, we discuss the topics that really matter.
Like big veiny cocks and our favorite TV shows.
So pull up a chair at our kitchen table and hang out.
While I bulldog my nuts.
Alright, now we're good.
Boom. Hello, everyone.
You forget what now?
Welcome to our home. My name is Larry. It really is Larry.
It's Larry Randall Fowler.
Yeah, Larry Randall Fowler. Larry's on the brain because I was telling them earlier, I think Larry's got an undercover big cock. Larry Courtney. Talking about unassuming, how sometimes you can't tell. You just gotta.
You love to try and figure out.
Yes, I do.
That's one of your I remember early on in
we did an episode about it.
One of our episodes, it was the Q&A with me, but it was questions from you.
Yeah.
And I think it was ranking like past
we did that.
Past and or current president of dick size.
Yeah, we both agreed that George W. Bush probably has a hog. That Trump's got a little wiener. Obama had a long, skinny one. Mm-hmm. We both thought that.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton had the dirty dick, without a doubt.
It's got some warts and shit on it.
Yeah, but welcome to Married AF, folks. Show's brought to you by Get Whax. Lubricate your genitals or anything else that might need lubrication. Also, buy a bidet. Save you some money. It's Christmas time. People can always use a bidet. I need some of that Jody B money.
Right?
Dude's selling shitters left and right like a champion.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive how many butt washers Jody B sells. So
No shit.
We would like to give him some competition.
Yeah. Let's do our cheers. This has got a lot of Christmas questions. We're going to cheers to the holidays and to Santa today that we
Christmas.
saw.
Yeah.
To Santa Claus.
Santa.
Refreshing. But very vodka-y. All right, so I was telling them today.
Is there anything but vodka in that?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't believe you.
But so we went and saw Santa today and took the pictures. No shit. After Gunner's picture and the family picture, Santa asked to take a picture with me. Mm-hmm. Swear on everything, not making it up. He sees it. He knows I'm the next. He was passing the torch.
Baby, you also had a shirt on.
Said, don't stop believing.
With Santa on it that said, don't stop believing. So I think that might have had something to do with it.
I know. We looked at each other and he was like, you're going to be a great one. He knows. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
And this couple, I was just giving them props. It's a husband and wife couple. They're the best.
Obviously, they're Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, but they're a real life couple.
What do you mean? It's Santa and Mrs. Claus.
They really are. I mean, I've never seen one. I buy it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But, so this puts us at the very first question that I want to ask, and I'll let Brooke start it. I think this is from a troll. I was telling them, how can you lie to your kids about a fake Santa Claus?
We've gotten this question before.
Have we?
I forget. It was somebody. It was one of our friends. Was it Larry?
No, Brian hates Santa.
Brian. I was like, it doesn't feel like Larry because he has kids.
Yeah,
but
Brian hates Santa and everything
Brian hates
else.
everything that has anything to do with joy.
Yes.
And happiness.
Except for dogs. He
or
loves his damn
fun.
Dogs. He likes trivia. That's fun.
Trivia is fun. And dogs are great.
Other than that,
Love
he's
dogs.
definitely miserable. Very angry.
I think it's all a front. Some of it.
Some of it. Not all of it. Brian's a miserable guy. But he's very intelligent. So he could be fucking all of us.
That's where I'm going with it. I think he wants us to all think that he's fucking miserable, but he's got the secret to something. Happiness.
Well, so how do you answer? What is your retort to that
I'm not lying.
question?
How do you, what was it? How do you lie to your children?
How can you lie to your kids about a fake Santa Claus?
For one, it's not a lie, technically. I think
Depends on what the meaning of is. Quote Bill Clinton.
Yes. Sure. But it's about the spirit of giving gifts and being like giving thankless gifts and doing things for others without expecting any kind of something in return. And just like that's, to me, like Santa is like the
Put up Jen Fackler's comment there. It's a very good one.
Oh, yes, you aren't lying. You're encouraging your children to believe in the magic of love and giving and being a good human. That's it. Yeah.
Great answer.
Oh.
Powerful Jen Fackler.
Just going to have Jen Fackler come
Oh,
do
shit.
this show.
We did have her on as a guest. We had her on. She came on the anniversary episode and freaking killed it. I would love to shoot the shit. They're open. Chad, Jen, y'all ever want to come on and be guests and shoot the shit with us? We would love it. Jen sounded great, so we know we can get it done.
Yeah.
Y'all are welcome anytime.
It's not it's the spirit of Christmas is more. And that's how, whenever the jig is up.
That's what I did with Griffin.
That's how you explain it to him, is that it's not about a fat guy coming down your chimney, and it's about the spirit of Christmas and giving and being a good person in general. So I don't consider it lying.
No, I wholeheartedly believe in Santa Claus, Christmas, the whole thing. My favorite holiday, clearly. But I don't think there's any ruse to it that's worth a shit. I think it's all real. It's all, you make the decision. People that choose to not, that want to be miserable during the holidays and shit. Now, other than when they have like personal problems, I get all that. But that just don't want to believe in the spirit. I feel terrible for them because they can't be happy. Because there's so much good in the holidays. To me, that's the best time of the year. I know a lot of people get depressed during the holidays. Never me.
It's when
I'm
thankful.
shine.
Yeah, I'm thankful that nothing traumatic happened so far in my life around the holidays that's made it, because that's a lot of times where some of that stems, where people get depressed or.
Well, everybody's broke, and that's us. Everybody, you buy all this stuff, you're broke. I don't even care. That would stress me to the tits. But during the holidays, it doesn't get to me. I don't know what it's. Santa Claus. It's the spirit.
So broke for Christmas, and it's back to, because it's. I mean, for us, we get like a double whammy because Gunner's birthday is a month before Christmas,
and then
Griffin's
is a month after.
2 months out, or a month, a month and some change after.
And then yours, and then the beach. We're just it's fine though. That's what
Constantly
life's all
broke.
about. Let's
sell some shitters, butt
buy some
cleaners.
bio bidets.
Clean your
Filthy
butt.
animals.
Married AF at checkout. Damn it.
Yep. Save that taxes. But no, I just don't know how you couldn't believe in it. It's so good. Going today was so good for Gunner, and discouraging that time of, where a kid is still innocent and has something good to believe in. You're fucking a Neanderthal if you discourage your kids from that, in my opinion.
He was so excited to see Santa, and it was the cutest thing because it was in Santa and Mrs. Claus came to somebody's house in our neighborhood.
Our HOA lady.
The HOA, like the head of the HOA. And so we walked in and they were like, parents come, and like they had us like sign a waiver so that they could put pictures on like their Facebook page, I guess, or whatever. And then like I was talking to the girl for 1 second and a cat walked by and I saw Gunner go like kind of walk after the cat. And then all of a sudden he was out like into where Santa was. I was like, hang on, where's Gunner? And he was just in there like, excuse me, can I get, like going up and hugging him? Like, okay, I guess we're doing this now.
He was rock and roll though. And he's been our Santa 2 years ago. He always came to the Holiday Lights of Hope. He was 2 years. And then we had the Bush League replacement.
He's not Bush League. I don't know what.
The ones that replaced the folks that were there
I don't
today.
think that other one at Hobgood
compared to him and Mrs. Claus.
He's just
huge.
shorter.
He's shorter and not as jolly. He's not as jolly.
I think.
And he's not as big. This Santa, he's perfect. He's the right size. He's a big man.
Yeah.
Gotta love him. Miss Claus is the cherry on top, though, because she's money tits.
She's delightful. And Gunnar, like, is so cute because Gunnar in the car said, Mrs. Claus smells really good. And then, like, when we got home, he had his, like, light up Christmas sweater on. And I told Randall, he took it off when we got home. So I went and hung it in the closet because he wore it for, like, an hour. And I, like, gave it the smell test to make sure he didn't stink it up. And it smelled like cinnamon, like where he had hugged on Santa and Mrs. Claus. And I was like, oh, that's what he was talking about, I think, is that Mr. and Mrs. Claus smell like cinnamon. It smelled like a Christmas store, like cinnamon and pine trees, like in a good way.
And how smart is that of good Santa and Mrs. Claus to go that extra mile? Goddamn. Mm-hmm. That is everything to get the full experience. Because Gunnar, that was what he said. Miss Claus smelled so good.
So cute. He said maybe she wears perfume that smells really good.
And she should. And that's awesome. But
he was so happy.
Put up that Jen Fackler comment away about the charitable act, because we got a question about that coming up.
Oh, okay.
So that's a good segue into this. We got a question. What is a good holiday charity that we could get involved in that you would recommend? Thank you for asking. Thank you to Jen for that segue that she didn't even know was a perfect segue. This gives me a chance to talk about it anyway. We like to do Wreaths Across America. It's a great program. If you have a national cemetery anywhere around you, locally, where you can get to it, they're at all of them. But we really like that one.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't do it this year, but Meals on Wheels, we did it.
Meals on Wheels is great. We do that Thanksgiving.
We usually do it Thanksgiving Day. It was this year we didn't get to do it with Griffin being sick and stuff, like, and there was all kind of other stuff going on, like. That's
a great one, but the reason why I like both Meals on Wheels and Wreaths Across America is you can involve your kids, get them started early. But Wreaths Across America doesn't take much of your time. It's pretty quick. It's where you basically are just helping put out wreaths at all the headstones.
Parking and walking 7 miles is the worst part. But
it's a good cause. You see a lot of powerful stuff, especially for kids. And
it's a really good, yeah. I mean, and that's not the only time we go to the National Cemetery.
No, we do Memorial Day,
and it's each year it's getting a little easier with Gunnar, because the first year we went it was like 3 years ago, so he was like 3, and it was real tough to get him to not just run through the cemetery yelling and screaming and not noticing the person like standing there by their loved one's grave trying to just mourn. Like, ugh. So it's getting a little easier now that he's older.
He's gotten a lot better about it. I mean, now we're to the point where he knows he'll put a wreath down and say thank you for your service, and it's really good.
He knows to say that to soldiers, and he said that his gym teacher was a veteran, was in the military, and I said, well, when you go to gym class next, tell him thank you for your service. And he said he did. He's like, next time I went to gym and told Coach whatever his name is, thank you for your service. And he said, you're welcome.
I agree with Chad Fackler here. Santa is alive and real. He absolutely is. That's what's wrong. I think that's a big part. I hate to say it because it sounds so cheesy. It's a big problem with today. People choose. Like, it's no longer cool to acknowledge, for some reason, to acknowledge if you believe in anything that's not, if you have faith in anything. Having faith in anything now is not cool. And that's a sad reality to me about a lot of things, without going too stupid into religious. But just that, it's not cool to say, you know what, I believe in Santa Claus because this guy does. And I know she does. We love it here in the Fowler house, goddamn.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, those are great. I mean, there's a bunch of other charities that you can do, but those are ones that we like. I'm big on Wreaths Across America because I think it's a powerful message, and you can do it as a family and knock it out in 2 hours.
Yeah, that's what, having the kids, it's got to be something, because I would love to do something with a shelter or something, but those are typically I hate to say it, but
shifts.
It's an all day thing, with the little kids and stuff. It's harder to do. So maybe when Gunnar's a teenager, we could do something like that. But
yeah, but Meals on Wheels is great to for them to see that how, that the world is full of people that are less fortunate than them. And the
especially
power
for our
of
spoiled ass kids.
I know. And we went, you delivered down there in the heart of downtown Atlanta. And we met some awesome people doing it. Very sweet people.
Super nice people. And
it's sad because either they don't have family, and they're older, and it sucks, but it's powerful for the kids to see.
We always have Gunner carried up to the door because they always, it always just
they love him.
Brightens their day. Little precious man delivering their food. All right, what's the next question?
All right. Do you guys put a spending limit on gifts for each other? It's a good question.
Short answer is no.
No, but I think we have an understanding.
Yeah.
Of the kids' shit's more important by a million miles, and that's it.
Yeah, but we could probably do better at that. I don't.
And I would if shit was tight enough. I have no problem with it. I mean, I've told you before, don't even give me it. Stop getting me this.
If shit's tight enough, then we just forego getting each other stuff and just get 100%. The kids stuff. And we've done that before where it's we've gotten each other one thing.
Yeah.
And only.
You got to do what you got to do sometimes.
But, yeah.
It's all up to you, but I wouldn't go crazy on it. I do like I've seen it a lot going around this year on social media, don't put yourself in debt to show someone how much you love them this holiday season. That's very true. Even your kids.
Oh, yeah. Joe's asking if we do Elf on the Shelf for Gunner, and yes.
Oh, I've done it since Griffin was little.
But we do just the week before Christmas because it gets too out of hand.
I used to, there was a few years there where with Griffin you did it it felt like a whole month.
It was a whole month. Most people start on December 1st.
No, we've narrowed it down now. It will be the week of.
Yeah, because Randall can't do just the normal shit.
No, I got to go all out.
And it's fucking absurd.
The elf has to shave the dog or tattoo something on me or light off a stink bomb in Emilio's kennel, remember?
Yeah,
he did that.
We're not doing any of that shit.
I don't like just the old average I need to be serious.
No. He's 6.
We've definitely done the whipped cream. Did we do whipped cream on Griffin? On his face?
Shaving cream?
Yeah, where he woke up with it.
Thanks. I don't know. We did where we saran wrapped his door.
Yes, we did that.
That was funny. My favorite, I think, was when Emilio got his face painted. Yes,
he got his face painted.
The dog had makeup all over him. And he was so happy about it. So the week before Christmas we'll do that. And Gunner now has 2 elves because he inherited Griffins.
Yes, he has 2.
So he has Arden and Thatcher.
And to me, if you don't have a kid yet that has the jig is up about the actual Santa Claus, that is you kind of die a little bit at first. You want to hang on to me as long as possible with that. But it's part of life.
Wasn't it the year after Gunner was born? That's when Griffin, or what?
Yeah, I think it was years. I think he was 10, maybe.
Okay, so maybe a couple years,
Yeah, but I think he was questioning it. Yeah. A lot like the kid in Polar Express for that last year. Yeah. He was on the fence about it.
That's right how I was. I was right around 10 too. And that last year, it was no, and then when I came down for Christmas and I think I had a bike that year, I was I knew I heard something on the roof. I was back in it. But then before Christmas the next year, I was all right.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. But I think as much as that is a sad time, it's also a good time because you see Griffin's gotten older and how much he keeps it going for Gunner.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't oh, you little shit. No. He keeps and believes in the same spirit.
Because he's not a monster.
The great point about those charities that Jen Fackler's on a roll tonight. She can just host the show tonight. Come on in. She's a killer. the need for those charities goes year-round. That's absolutely true. For Meals on Wheels especially, people just want to jump on that at Thanksgiving and Christmas. And, yeah, they have a huge shortage throughout the year, especially, I mean, I'm sure everywhere, but here in Atlanta, it's dire straits during the year. So, absolutely, it's just a good charity in general. Mm-hmm. But with the wreaths across America, if you can't get out to help and you just want to like donate to that organization, you can sponsor a wreath. We'll put the link in the show notes tonight or whenever Brooke gets it up. And, you can just give a few bucks, sponsor a wreath. They're pretty inexpensive, but, it's going to go to a cause that is worthy. So we'll put that. So no, not really a spending limit, but it's not a bad idea to have to keep yourself on a budget. We do not go crazy. Don't really do like jewelry at Christmas anymore. When Gunner was new, I know I got you like birthstone stuff. Mm-hmm. When he was new out of the box.
Right after we opened him up.
Now he's not new anymore, so we don't do the jewelry.
Yeah, and it's because it's not like I'm a huge jewelry wear. I'll wear like one necklace for a while. Like it's not like I wear multiple things at once, No,
you're not a big jewelry.
So you get me like a piece of jewelry and it's good for like 10 years. Because
I mean, you definitely don't. I'm not an accessory guy either.
No. I used to wear more, but I don't know.
All right, this is a great question. Uncle Randy, can I get a signed Married AF picture?
What?
Don't have pictures. Hit me up on the DMs, though. Get me your address. We'll get you a signed Married AF sticker. Uncle Randy and Brooke will sign it.
They don't want my signature.
You're damn right. No problem, sir. Happy to do it.
No. Everybody loves Uncle Randy.
All right.
You write all your questions in highlighter over there?
No, I just didn't have a pen, so I was translating
There's a whole
them from
thing of pens
Instagram.
right here.
It's true, but this was closer.
Okay.
So why not go with it? All right. What was each of your favorite Christmas present that you can remember getting as a kid? I know mine. Point blank, easy. Mine was a scooter, the 2-wheel with the big flat footboard. Mm-hmm. That they made them into like razors now, but when we were kids, they were huge monster scooters, like full size.
The girls had one like that too, though. They had the razor scooters, but they had the one that had like handbrakes and shit too,
yeah.
and
Mine
then
was
like
legit.
It looked like off-roading tires almost on theirs.
Yeah, like you get the mine. I remember it was turquoise, and I think it was more like a little bit green. And we were living in Alabama on Redstone Arsenal the first time. Mm-hmm. And I totally wasn't expecting to get it. I think I'd mentioned it throughout the year at one point, but my mom came through like a champ. Oh. And it was just like in the movies. Like I came down and there was the scooter. I just remember all day long I went out and I was wearing, there's a picture of it, and we've got it somewhere. I'm in a red sweatshirt with red sweatpants. Like the whole suit is just flaming red. And I'm out on that thing, and I wore that thing out, buddy. By far the best.
Mine was probably that last Christmas that I was truly like believing of the man coming down the chimney was when I got my 10 speed. It was when we lived in Marietta, I believe. So I think I was 9 or 10.
Yeah, that's about what age I was.
Yeah, it was right before we moved to Memphis, I believe. Nope. Yes. Shit. My memory's terrible. But yeah, 10 speed. That's the one that sticks out the most. Like I came down and I was like, what? Because it's huge. But yeah, my parents were always really good about giving pretty kick-ass.
All right,
like Santa presents. A
couple things I've got to bring up. To clear the elephant in the room. For one, I don't know why people have done this to me.
What's an elephant in the? Why do we have an elephant in the room? And why do you keep burping into the microphone
directly?
Burping
from the beer, and the elephant from the room is just people giving me shit about Alabama being out of the playoffs this year. We haven't addressed this head on yet in an episode.
Let me hire my chair.
So I want to get this out, make sure everybody understands.
There we go.
Listen,
now you can see.
You can't win them all. I'm not.
The truth.
I'm a huge Alabama fan. I love Alabama. very much. But I also am not delusional. I understand that I'm not on the field. So when they lose, it doesn't tear me up like it does some people. I mean, it really doesn't. I hate it, but it doesn't ruin my day ever. And if it ruins your day, like your whole day, or if it
worse,
ruins your spouse's day because you're a miserable shit.
Or your whole week, God forbid.
It's too much. I mean, unless you're on the field playing, it shouldn't do that to you, you know?
And even then, shake it.
But having said all that, I am happy that one of my wife's teams are in it. It makes it interesting for me. Still gives me a reason to, dial in and pay attention, And, I mean, Tua's injury is terrible. Feel bad for the kid. I hope he comes back for senior year. We got another natty coming, goddamn.
I mean, of course you do. It's ridiculous, but I'm just glad.
LSU's destined this year. I hate to say that to people, but they're just having a magical year.
It's fucking glorious.
They're good, son.
On point.
Joe Burrow
is incredible, and it's his last year, so why not get him the Heisman and a natty? Let's do this thing.
All right, another thing. These are questions I never answered in our list. Keanu Reeves' girlfriend. A lot of people have been talking about that. The picture he posted of his girlfriend. She's got gray hair. She's a pretty lady. She's an artist. They've known each other for years. I don't see the problem. This just shows how mean women are. Women are so mad that he's picked somebody else. They got to shit all over his girlfriend. Why are women that mean, I guess is my question. This is from Uncle Randy. To you, babe.
Sorry, I was answering a question, Jen. Why are women so mean?
Yeah, why are they hating on Keanu Reeves' girlfriend?
Because everybody's jealous they're not Keanu Reeves' girlfriend.
That's exactly right.
That's the root of all mean girl behavior is jealousy and envy and insecurity. That's all of it.
But you can't win.
Bottom line.
He can't win, right? If he dates some young 25-year-old, he's not dating somebody age appropriate. He dates a woman that's close to his age. She's actually a little bit old. Or I think she's like 10 years younger than him.
You said she's younger.
He's 52, I think, and she's like 45.
I think he's older than that even. But
either way, she's younger than him, but she's age appropriate. And that's a problem. You can't win with people. It's fucking insane.
And she went gray early? That happens to a million people.
I love the fact she rocks her gray. I think that's boss as shit.
It's awesome. She was clearly blonde and then went gray early, so then it looks fucking kick-ass. But, like, that's the only reason people get catty is because they want him to be with just arm candy that is like 20 years old. And that's so that they can hate on that. Like all the other like Hollywood movie stars have girlfriends and wives that are 30 years younger than them.
Yeah. So everybody, we had that asked a couple of times just to weigh in on it. That's my weigh in. I'm proud. I'm happy for him. Keanu Reeves makes no mistakes. That is one powerful dude. He is the boss. He does the no touching with his hands in pictures so people can't give him shit.
Yeah. He either has them in his pockets or out.
He doesn't seek out the media. He does tons of good shit for people and doesn't ask to be exposed in it. Just what a cool dude. And the fact that, you know what? That's his fucking girlfriend. Suck his dick. And
he's just
he's a stud, man.
He's like one of those people that's just like a good human and just happens to be famous and like have lots of money and be in tons of awesome movies. And yeah, he's one of those people that's like, you just can't not love him. Like,
that's impossible. And what's great is that his early work, everybody thought he was an idiot because he played a lot of idiots.
He's Canadian.
Probably the smartest guy, like most well-read, very intelligent.
Well, one of the first things you see him in is Bill and Ted.
Exactly.
So, like, everybody's like, oh, he must be an idiot. And then he was in that Parenthood movie where he's also, like, a dumbass teenager. Like, but, no. It's called acting.
Yeah, I love the dude.
Job.
But since we're talking about who is a real piece of shit, T.I. We got the question about him. And
he's 56, by the way.
Okay, cool. He looks 36.
55. Yeah.
But
yeah, he's fucking still
everybody
hot.
knows about T.I. and his comments about
Oh my
checking
God, I'm
his
so over
daughter's
this.
hymen.
I'm so over this. You've watched so many videos of this or something, and I've heard too much of it, and I don't care.
So I'll wrap it. I'll just give a
Don't
synopsis
care.
in case people don't know. T.I. was on a podcast. He started talking shit, basically trying to power move his daughter and be like, shit, she's still a virgin. You know why? Because I have her checked every year. I have her hymen checked. Boom. Last time we went, doctor was giving me shit. I said, shut up. Give me my results expeditiously. Blah, blah, blah. So he's full of shit first. He didn't act like that. T.I. is a real sack of shit, in my opinion. So that blows up in his face because clearly that's a terrible thing to be and a way to be. First off, trying to own his daughter's sexuality and her sexual activity like that is gross. Wanting to know about her hymen's also gross. Putting it out there to the world is doubly gross.
Triply gross.
And could be very damaging to her. But so he went on. He hadn't said shit about it in the media in response to the backlash till he went on Jada Smith's
that Red Table or whatever.
Exactly, that's what it is, Red Table. So they gave him the opportunity to talk about it. And to me, he dug his grave worse. He was a bigger dick. And he tried to
Wasn't
play it
his
off.
wife on there with him, though? Tiny, whatever the fuck.
Man, she is attractive.
She was there
Woo.
defending him, but they've just... It's just...
He says you took it out of context. No, there's no context. First
know.
off, he said the context thing. Then he said, maybe I was embellishing. Then he said, he just gave a bunch of excuses. You know, it's ridiculous. No excuse for it. It's pretty gross.
Joe said New York is looking to ban virginity checks. Okay, first of all,
can you check that?
I
really?
didn't know virginity checks was like a thing. I mean, like, I've been going to the OBGYN since... No, not... I was not a... I don't think I was a virgin when I went to OBGYN, but still, that's... How is that a thing? Because even if you... it's fucking stupid. I don't care. Like, it's awful. Because, first of all, like, who's the test result going to? Like, they're checking your vagina. You know if you're a virgin or not.
Yeah, and she's 18, by the way, which makes me not really buy it. There's too many HIPAA laws.
So
like,
stupid.
I think most of it he was making
No,
up.
when you're 18, you can't. No. Like, I remember when, like, the boys turned 18 and Beth said, like, there was something where, like, literally Brian went to the doctor because he was the most recent one to turn 18 out of them. But I remember her saying, like, yeah, like, it's weird because now, like, he goes and does that on his own and I'm completely taken out of the equation.
Yeah.
So it's fucking stupid. Like, and there's other, like, what's a virginity check? Are they checking for, like, your hymen to be intact? Because there's other ways you can.
But that's how they do, and that's Neanderthal ways.
But that's not exact
I know,
science.
because my hymen broke when I was like 9 or 10.
Okay, you don't have a hymen.
I know, but it would have, because I was so, like, athletics could bust a girl's hymen
Horseback
easily.
riding.
Horseback riding, dry humping, a lot of things.
Riding a bicycle
could have broke her. Like, that's so stupid, and it makes me want to vomit. A dad talking about that shit to the world, like exposing his little girl. To me, that's as bad as. It's almost as bad as actually physically. It's like you can't assault somebody more without punching them in the face than he did his daughter, in my opinion.
Oh, I think she's probably desensitized to it because her dad's fucking T.I. Can you imagine? I mean,
He's such a tool, though.
I doubt he's that involved. I think what he was trying to do is he overcompensated. He was trying to make it seem like he's this super involved dad and, like, overcompensating, being like, I asked the doctor if she's even, like, I'm asking him to do a hymen check or whatever. Like, hey, bro, like, dial it back. Like, maybe say that you went to her school plays or something, not check to see if her hymen was intact.
No,
Like,
but no dude is going to be like, oh, shit, T.I.'s a boss, baby.
Yeah.
He checks his girl. Damn.
no, Ariana
Nobody's
said
gonna
using
do that.
tampons can break. Yeah, I mean, like, and absolutely.
It's gross.
So
I wasn't a huge fan of T.I. anyway, but after, I mean, I'm not one of those that's like cancel shit. I just think he's a douchebag.
Just
It's nothing,
ew.
just he's a turd.
yeah, John farted.
Well, that's not surprising.
He is dead asleep.
This is a super old question. But the coroner stating that Jeffrey Epstein was not that he did not kill himself.
Where's
What are our thoughts?
we already discussed our thoughts on this. That
Well, we said he was murdered from the jump.
yeah, well, and I thought maybe it was he did commit suicide or did kill himself, but
By encouragement.
it was like you're gonna kill yourself or like worse shit. We're gonna make sure that worse shit happens to you if you don't take care of it yourself. Because I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's either way. It wasn't of his choice. I don't think.
Yeah, well, I mean, now it looks more like he didn't do it at all. Somebody did put hands on him. It's extreme fuckery.
Did you listen to the Mysterious Mr. Epstein? Like I told you,
No.
it was pretty good. There's a podcast for whoever asked this question called The Mysterious Mr. Epstein that's out there from Wondery. So of course it's good. It's like 6 episodes, I think. It seems to be right in their zone, like 5-6 episodes. It's really good, but it goes into it's hard to listen to sometimes because it goes into some details. But I honestly learned a little bit about, like, 'cause I immediately thought when I heard about the sex trafficking, I automatically thought that meant you take somebody and
Sell them
to another country, or like you are physically taking, but it's not necessarily that. It's like, what?
Interjection here.
What?
It's a great opportunity to speak on this. Speaking of sex trafficking,
Okay.
if you haven't seen the new Rambo, it just came out on demand. We had to like buy it. You couldn't even rent it yet.
Oh, we own that now? Great.
Yeah, we own it digitally.
Great.
I thought it was fantastic.
It was good. It was
is very gory.
highly violent. I mean, like, and
It's man on fire for John Rambo.
Joe said, I don't think Uncle Randy could handle a daughter.
I could not, Joe. My friends that have daughters, I have nightmares for
He's
them.
got nieces, and it's hard enough for him with nieces.
I mean, it would be bad. There's a reason why I wasn't gifted a daughter. Not trying to be cool. Like, I worry. I don't know what I would do. It would be tough. She would be loved and protected. Too much, probably. But back to Rambo. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but the last guy he kills, it's incredible.
I fell asleep before that. It was all. I mean, it's good. It's just like, okay, it's real violent. Like,
Powerful Sylvester Stallone. All of 80.
so stretched in some places on the skin.
But still jacked. Damn it.
Still jacked.
For that
no,
age.
you gotta get it. I mean,
He's like your dad's age.
yeah.
And
Is he 80?
He's close.
He's in
like
his 70s.
76
He's
or
in his
something.
70s for sure. But I mean, he's doing the damn thing. Him and Schwarzenegger both.
Steroids or not, I don't give a shit. That dude's killing the game.
Keeping him going. I
He
mean, like,
definitely looks weird, though. Yes,
his face
You're
is
absolutely
ruined.
right.
Ruined.
You can only stretch that motherfucker so many times before it's like, you know what? Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Not gonna stretch anymore.
But
Still got the guns though. Bringing it.
yeah, Joe, if you haven't seen the new Rambo, you should watch it. It is good, but it's like, okay, cool. He's just gonna, wow, okay.
Dude, it was so good. I loved
Violence.
it. Joe's absolutely right. It's like an old. If you liked '80s action, which
Mm-hmm.
where Rambo started.
Which the first
It's
Rambos
great.
were pretty violent.
Yeah,
I mean,
but they were way better movies. Like Rambo 1, First Blood, shit was a beautiful movie. It had a plot. When he ran out of plot but kept making it, it was just about killing motherfuckers. There wasn't really a story.
yeah.
They had to just kind of make one to get along.
No, moral of this story is
Don't go to Mexico.
listen to your fucking parents or guardians or
Uncle,
whoever. And when they tell you not to do something because it's dangerous, don't fucking do it.
Especially don't go to Mexico if you're a pretty girl.
Because if you're
By
a girl
yourself.
and you don't listen to your whoever's in, your guardian, parents, uncles, grandparents, whoever is looking out for you for your whole life, you get kidnapped by Mexican drug lords and hooked on drugs
And that shit's happening.
and sold for sex.
Now-
That's what happens.
Some of that shit's embellished, but that shit's happening for real in Mexico right now. I mean, we had people, a whole van, a family going to a wedding of Americans that got ambushed and killed.
What?
In Mexico, yeah, they're destroyed by drug cartel.
Just for driving through Mexico?
No, they think somebody in the family was targeted, but they killed kids, parents.
What?
They were all driving down to a wedding and killed like 8 Americans. It is.
When did that happen? I don't.
Like a month ago.
Good God.
Like little babies were killed.
Nope,
It's fucking. You
nope,
don't
nope,
go.
Nope.
If it's not called Cancun, and even Cancun, I'm cool. I'm not going there. I'll go to fucking Destin.
Cool.
And
if you go there, don't go off the resort is the moral of the story in those. Because even in like Cancun and like Playa del Carmen and all that, like
you can go too far off the strip.
You go to the resort and you stay your fucking American ass in the resort because you're a target instantly when you step foot out of that resort, and the police don't give a fuck about you.
No, the drug cartels run that place.
Nobody gives a fuck about you. And if you don't come back, nobody cares.
All right, I got to ask this question. It's a powerful question.
Yes.
And I want your input too, but it was asked to me. Uncle Randy, what's your favorite cologne?
Oh my God, do you have a favorite?
Oh, yes. And this is going to take a lot of people back.
There's a rotating door.
But there's one consistent that is a cologne from high school that I still think holds up to any. Absolutely, go for it. What do you think it might be?
CK1.
No, that's a good one. And I still like CK1 very much, but it's not my favorite. You'll know it when I say it.
Dracar Noir.
Never.
No,
I've never gotten that again, ever. Eternity. Eternity is my favorite cologne.
You know
for
what?
Consistency
Eternity's by Calvin Klein too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damn it. That's what I got. I swear to God, that's what I was like. It was in my head as Calvin Klein, and I was like, that's all I could think of.
I love some Eternity. Mm-hmm. I still like, if I'm feeling freaky, I like some Jupe. I do like some. Now I need to be feeling freaky. Goddamn, we need to be going out on the town.
It does smell good though.
And I need to be pouring it on. It's got a very baby powdery smell, which Uncle Randy can get down with. I do enjoy that.
Haven't you gotten like Aqua di Gio?
Yeah, I mean I get them all.
You do. You get them all.
I rotate them around.
Versace.
I like pie. Robert will know. Robert is the first guy I knew that had parents that loved him enough to give him money to buy good cologne. So he always had real Eternity. But he was the first friend of mine that had real cologne. I always had that stuff called like
Eternity.
A Knight's Tale. If you like Eternity, you'll love A Knight's Tale. And you can get it at like the dollar store. My mom would get it. And it smelled like Eternity that's been on a homeless person for a week. And that's exactly what it smelled like. But, I mean, I was always got down with the Jupe, Eternity. I like the Tommy Hilfiger back in the day. I did like some Tommy. It's very clean smelling. It's almost, I mean, it is a, what's it called when both sexes can wear it?
Unisex.
Unisex. Tommy Hilfiger, in my opinion, could be a unisex. So is CK1. When I get CK1 now, Brooke uses it all before I do.
I know. Well, CK1 legit is unisex.
Dude, Jupe's the shit. It still is. The purple bottle. Very good sprayer. Hops number 9. I don't think I've ever even heard of that. Chad Fackler. What's hops number 9? I'm going to have to look into it. Probably will buy it now.
Right. I mean, just...
If it's not a joke. If it smells like dicks or something, I'm going to be pissed off.
A bag of dicks.
But no, I think, I mean, the fact that they're still around, like the Eternities, I never liked Obsession. A lot of people did. But, you know, the ladies, to me, always were hot and cold on Obsession. Like, they either loved it or wanted to throw up when they smelled it.
Recall Obsession.
You don't like it. I got it one time, and you didn't like it. On me.
Well, and
that's a real thing.
It is a thing. It mixes with all your pheromones and shit and your oils in your skin, and it's something...
Oh, it's gun oil. Sorry. From Chad.
Oh,
About had me looking for some cologne that's a gun oil. That is a good smell, though.
Yeah.
No, what were you saying about it? People wear shit
smells different it's like you could spray cologne on you and then on somebody else and it's going to smell different.
Totally. And perfumes, I've learned with you, Brooke is like, shit doesn't smell at all like it smells out of the bottle on her. It's totally different. So I've swung and missed big time on some for her that in the store it smelled great. And then on her it doesn't work. But this last time, powerful trick, I took Gunner and I let him pick it out. We went into Belk, the old lady store, and he made the sweet girl at the counter spray 1,000 perfumes on those cards.
I love that he had the patience to and he wanted to smell all of them.
And then he picked the one, and I wasn't a huge fan of it on the card sniffer, but he picked it. And then we got home, and it smells great on you.
I'm out of it now. It's called Beautiful, but Estee Lauder.
Maybe Santa will get you something.
Just don't get me juicy.
Well, no, didn't that get weird for you, during your pregnancy or something?
It was my favorite perfume until I got pregnant, and then it right in that early stages where I was nauseous all the time. Now, when I smell it, it makes me nauseous.
Yeah, it's very weird, but that's a real thing.
And even perfumes that are just similar to it. So it's that's why it's hard to buy me perfume too, because you got me that Ariana Grande one, and it smelled too much like Juicy to me, and I had to go swap it out because it was I liked it. I was I know this smells good, but it just triggers nausea because.
Joby said Fahrenheit, Aqua D, whatever. Dude, I'm still what are the super cheap knockoff versions that I would always get because my parents wouldn't give us money? Definitely got the early Adidas stuff that was $9. It was decent. Gravity, the purple thing, they still sell it. It's called Gravity. It's like the entry-level man's cologne. I'll tell you what I love.
Entry-level man.
Dude, my Papa George rocked the Brute hardcore his whole life, and it worked for him.
Well, my dad wore his whole life, and you've gotten it before, and I've been don't get this because it smells like my dad.
It smells terrible on me. I've tried it for nostalgia reasons.
It's Polo, the Ralph Lauren Polo in the green bottle, and my dad wore it he still wears it probably. And when you got it, I'm okay, I know this cologne smells, but that smells like my dad.
Well, no, that shows you don't have daddy issues, because girls that have daddy issues would be I love that on you.
No, I don't want to. I mean, I love
I'm
my
with
dad.
you. That's healthy and natural.
But when I'm oh, you smell like my dad, I don't, let's change that.
I'm going to add on to this question, because I think it's good for the listeners to know this, but their favorite deodorants. I like to rock Brooke's deodorant a lot of times. I have no problem rocking. She's a Degree person, but I have bought Secret just for me many times.
No, you wore Secret deodorant when I met you.
Yeah. I still rock it if I want to, if I'm in the mood.
You just recently stopped wearing Secret deodorant that I recall, and it's because you started using my deodorant. Degree. Mm-hmm. And then you'll occasionally get Old Spice or something, or throw some some of that shtick, whatever the men stuff is. Mm-hmm. But then you always end up using mine.
Jen, it's Joop, Joop. I think Joe B is calling it jute, like fruit, but it's Joop.
It's in a purple bottle.
Well, it's a clear bottle, but it's a purple liquid.
Ew.
Yeah, you always think in it that it's going to stain your clothes. No, it's a purple liquid.
What?
It's a clear bottle.
You can have purple liquid cologne? It doesn't stain your clothes?
No, I have no problem with Secret. Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. I think that was the slogan.
It is. He's dreaming now, so if we hear woofing.
I hear him,
woof, woof.
He's having a seizure.
No, he's chasing something in his dream. He's very serious.
But I need, for deodorant, I think it's part of where I'm a trapped gay man inside. So I like the baby powdery fresh smell more of a woman's deodorant on me. I'm gay.
No, you just good.
I know what I like.
Things.
Yeah, it smells good to me. I don't give a shit what nobody thinks. That's fine with me. I love that shit. I like a little baby powder.
I like Degree because it
because you're the man in the relationship. Well, you like Brute cologne on you and gasoline and cigarettes.
No. When I do sweat, it's just the best one, I think. And it smells good, and then when I sweat, that's all I smell is the smell good of the deodorant. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I'm all about it. You can't skimp on deodorant though. There's a huge jump from cheap deodorant to good deodorant. Mm-hmm. Joe B said, I smoke pot and have horrible spelling. It's the weed. Old Spice Fresh Sport is a great deodorant. I think that was what I had. It might be what I have right now.
There's some Old Spice in the drawer in there right now.
I think that's what I have right now.
And I think so too.
Showered earlier. Smells good. Still there. My thing is, though, I don't like the solids that leave the white streak down your T-shirt when you put it on. You know, like it leaves the mark on your shirt.
That's what I use for the degree.
But I have to be very careful. That's why a lot of times I don't wear it.
You know the secret for that, though?
You can use a dryer sheet.
Yeah, a used dryer sheet takes it off, the deodorant off your clothes. Like a magic eraser. It's fucking amazing.
What I don't like, and this is a big reason why I shave my armpits. I don't have any hair under my armpits. I shave them with my clippers. I'm not a fan of armpit bushes. They bother me. I don't care if you're a dude, if you're Miley Cyrus, whoever. You grow out your armpit bush. To me, it's gross this is the main reason. Especially playing football. All the guys go in there and put on their deodorant and just be balls of deodorant clunked into their
It's not doing anything.
armpit bush, and it's
clumping up in there. Yeah.
It's hideous.
Okay,
Hideous.
Playing sports or not, we live in the South. You don't need to play sports for you to be stanky.
No, and why keep the armpit hair? What does it
I'm
serve
with you.
guys that keep their
You're
armpit hair?
the first guy that I've ever been with for sure and so now it's been so long, it doesn't matter. But like, I was like, that's fucking genius. Why are other guys? Probably because I was hanging out with a bunch of hippies. Still.
Yeah, but if you're like got your arm back, right, and your ladies nestling there in your man tits or your
it's fucking
pecs,
gross.
and you got a huge bush of hair, that's gross.
No,
man.
thank you. No, thank you.
It's hideous. Can't do it. Can't win with you. Trying to help you. Just hit it with the clippers, guys. No need for that shit.
Nope, you don't need it.
All right. Yeah, I did have a question that said, was the sauna bit a hoax? Like the whole thing about my sauna? No.
Unfortunately, no.
It's not a bit. It was not hyperbole.
I was being serious when I wanted. Did you set the 30-minute timer or you go fuck me?
No, I always set my timer. I always check it.
I mean, like, if all your requirements are not met and you hit 30 minutes, are you waiting till you hit all of your stupid requirements or are you getting out?
No, I'm usually, even if I don't hit my requirements at the 22-minute mark, I'm almost always out by 25.
Good. That's what I mean. I don't know. The 30-minute thing was like made up, but like.
No, I don't think 30 minutes is dangerous. Yeah. At that heat and with all the clothes I wear, I just wouldn't make it. I'm fine. I don't want people to worry. Like, I'm not stumbling out of the sauna ever. I'm not falling over, not passing out or spinning. I can handle the time I do.
Well, you're a man, baby. We know that.
No, but I think they're picturing fighters cutting weight and like falling out of the sauna and shit. It's not like that.
Okay.
But it is tough. It's a good challenge.
Every day, too. So that's the other thing.
Yeah, but definitely not a hoax.
No, unfortunately.
All right, I think I got one more question.
I don't step foot in a sauna ever, so that's our balance. I hate saunas. I'm too claustrophobic.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me feel like I'm being smothered to death in heat.
This wasn't a question. I just wanted to give you the chance to shout out the Fading Memories podcast. And for people that listen, maybe Melissa, anybody that's...
Oh, so I found this podcast, and it was somehow on... I'm not great on Twitter, but I think it was actually somehow through one of the, like, Follow Fridays. I don't know if it was from Chad or... I don't know. I started clicking on shit on Twitter and saw this podcast called Fading Memories and went and listened to it. And it's really good. It's hosted by a woman that she is caring for her mother that has been dealing with Alzheimer's for about 20 years. She's in a memory care facility. As most of you know, that hits close to home for me because my mother has dementia and my dad is her caregiver. My sister has gone over and helped a ton with her, but it's something that we're all dealing with. So any resources out there, we've all been kind of reaching for. And one of the the most recent episode I listened to, there was also a woman that she had on as a guest that has a YouTube channel called Care Blazers. And it's specifically geared towards the caretakers of anybody with dementia, Alzheimer's, because the healthcare system focuses solely on the person with the disease. So they are focusing everything on the person that has the dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever. And she's in that industry and realized that there was a huge discrepancy in focusing on the people that are caregiving for these people, and because it's a huge undertaking. And so she puts out videos every Sunday. The one today was actually talking about all the differences between the different types of dementia, and specifically the frontal temporal dementia, which is the kind my mom has. And it's just really good. Fading Memories podcast is good, and then Care Blazers YouTube channel is also really good. So you should go check them out if you know somebody that has dementia, if you're a caregiver of somebody that has dementia. It's all good resources. But oh my gosh, Jen Fackler is a certified dementia practitioner.
Holy God, Jen. Move up here to Georgia. Move down here to
that
Georgia.
Makes me want to cry.
Hey, that is such a worthy thing to be. For one, just from what we've learned with Brooke's mother, it's so difficult.
It's awful.
And it's an awful disease. And we're going to do something. We've talked about it with the Civilized Creatures, doing something together where we're going to try to do like a pot-a-thon and raise money for ALZ.org to help with dementia-related charities and shit, to give money, because, you know, hopefully we're getting somewhere near getting some of these, at least like preventative medicines, early onset, that will help make a difference. And won't, you know, unfortunately probably won't help Brooke's mom, but
maybe
if it's genetic,
maybe
because Brooke's mother's father had it, and then her mother has it. So we're definitely on the lookout in case it trickles down to Brooke or one of her sisters.
When I start saying inappropriate things in public, please.
Oh yeah, well,
that's going to be really hard to identify.
And it was hard with your mom for that reason.
Exactly.
Because your mom she's always been a sexual rascal, so she'd be like, "Ooh, that's a good-looking dude. I've got huge tits."
Well, and that's one
her
of the
real personality, though.
I know, but I'm not one to stay quiet on things either. So it's like, that's going to.
No, but there were telltale signs. I mean, we saw early, and having Jen Fackler here, which is great. We'll be able to bounce some questions off. I didn't either. No clue.
That makes sense. I knew I found it somewhere. It was like some kind of like, and Chad is the best about the Follow Fridays lists as well. So that makes sense. It was from Chad's. And so thank you for including her on your list, because that was a good find. And yeah, I really had no idea y'all were so knowledgeable about that subject either, but it sucks. Yeah. Fucking sucks.
But I also want to give a shout out to Robert. He recommended, I just saw a text from him, outlawdip.com. I just went to it. Listen to some of these flavors. Outlaw Wild Watermelon.
What?
Outlaw Badass Bourbon. Outlaw Lucky Lipper Flavored Dip. Outlaw Southern Sweet Tea Flavored Dip. Outlaw Yellow Blend. I'm in heaven. I'm sold.
Okay, if it's not Cherry Skull,
I will try watermelon in a heartbeat.
Whatever.
I'm going to try it.
You'll try it, and then you'll go right back to Cherry Skull.
Shit, I can't. It's sold out.
It's a good effort.
No, I mean, this isn't like lesser. This is real dip. It's just a great different brand.
I thought it was like outlaw, like not I'm an outlaw, but like we need to outlaw.
No, these are straight nicotine. This is just a brand.
Damn it, Robert.
Well, he dips. He knows the truth.
Oh, of course he does.
You can build a custom 6-pack. This is a great find.
Good. Now he can go fart over there by you.
Who, John?
He woke up and was come sitting by you.
Well, he's right, dude. He's like clockwork. An hour. Once you sat down, an hour. Mm-hmm. He's like, you got 1 hour, and I'm going to start shitting it up. Y'all got to roll.
And he's been dead asleep most of the time, but he's like, I'm up. My alarm went off.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. That's all I have, babe. I'm set. Thank you all for hanging out in the chat. And We'll be back again next week. Joe B and I will be throwing smoke tomorrow night, I believe.
Oh,
we'll
busy
be
man.
Recapping the fights from this weekend.
I don't, and yeah, you should just post a picture of Overeem's face for your
Yeah, it's
cover
gross.
art.
His
Blech.
lip is, he got a big vagina. It's nasty.
He got clawed by a bear on his face.
It's rough.
It's gross.
But yeah, so we will be back next week. You guys take care, and as usual, fuck thine eye.
Bye.
Oh, John shit. Later. Fuck you.